Good evening, everyone. As usual, if you can see and hear me, just give me the thumbs up or an emoji of some description, and then we can get going. It's good to get football back, Wolves back on the pitch. Obviously, done some England watchalongs, and thank you for everyone that's joined in with those. But Wolves are back tonight. Let me know that you can see me, and then I'll have a look down and see who we've got from, let's see who was here right at 5 to 8 for onwards. Let's have a look. So we're going to go from 5 to 8. So that would be Alison Baker, Andy Saunders, The Vinyl Revival, Dan the Man XD. We've got Carl, Sandhurst Wolves, Lewis Watts, Katie Merrick's in the house, Andrew Benton, the young man Merv Bennett, Keith Ghostman Shepherd, PK, OK, Alf is here, Alison, we've got Katie Merrick's, Tuber Wolves, the young man, Craig Williams himself. X-Pro 1. Terry Leverage is in the house, everyone. We've got Kevin Jackson. I'm sorry, I did fall asleep a little. I was just setting up. I played tennis today. I'm absolutely cream crackered. We've got Uber Eats, FC. We've got young Rebecca. Let's have a look who else. Don't want to miss anyone out, do I? We've got TSK777, Alan Taylor, Stephen Powell, Jordan Price. We've got Mark Wilkes. Kieran Russell's in the house. Harry Davis, Red Fox is here. Tim Golding, Young Trudy, James Vlogs, Glyn Smith, Leanne, and we've got Graham Joshua, Justin, John Gardner, IPTV, Daniel Ford. I'm quite impressed, guys. You're all here before the start of the game. I'm quite impressed. So before we get on to predicting the score, I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely heartbroken for Johnny Otto. Johnny, I just cannot believe the bad luck this year has been. I reckon we're cursed this year. Absolutely cursed. Johnny Otto, an innocuous challenge in training, apparently, and he's done his ACL and his MCL, the same ACL as he just got back from, played 8 games, and he's now going to be out until October on the earliest. Terrible news for Johnny Otto. Absolutely heartbroken. And then we've got Moutinho. He's out with a groin injury. And then to top it all, Willy Bolly, our best defender, is out because he's come back from the Ivory Coast and he's now got COVID. So that means he's going to be missing at least tonight and Fulham. Yeah, Declan Rice is out for West Ham. That's a big miss for them. But we've lost 3 key players. Interestingly, the Wolves have put out, it looks like a back 4, Cody and Saiss in the middle. I'm not sure about that. If it is a back 4. Aït-Nouri, he's got a lot of promise. He's got a lot to do. Lingard's so devastating. And Leander Dendoncker in the middle. And we've got Josie up front who's not scored a goal yet. But Daniel Pedence starts. I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked. Yeah. Oh, Kev, you hadn't heard about Johnny. Absolutely, yeah. And Bolly with COVID. Moutinho out with a groin injury. I know. Samuel's going, no, terrible. Absolutely terrible. It is tragic, isn't it? I really feel gutted. We've got Nuno on. Let's see what he's saying. Just seeing what Nuno say.
How much is the motivation? Potential to go fourth together tonight.
Yeah, don't forget West Ham could go fourth tonight. I know why, Johnny. It's just crazy. It's like we are absolutely cursed this year with injuries.
But if we don't, we're still in amongst it. The folk are talking about us going forth, so that says an awful lot about where we're.
They're talking to Moyles now. Could West Ham could go fourth with a win tonight? You'd have to say it's a big loss for West Ham. Big loss for West Ham losing Declan Rice, but Wolves have lost three key players. Guys, put your score predictions down there. Let's get it out. Let's get all your score predictions down. I'll read them out. James Speedy's going 1-0. Kieran Russell 2-1. Wolves FC Wolf 0-0. Dave, how do I do an Elvis tribute where I work in a care house? So hopefully we send that back to West Ham. Heartbroke Cato, absolutely. Andy Saunders is going 3-1. And Simon Dickinson, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing, mate. Tuber Craig is 3-1. Leanne's going 2-0. John Garner 3. John Garner's going for, let's get it right, 3-1. Lawrence is going for 3-1 to West Ham. Trudy's going for a 1-0. Daniel Ford 1-1. Samuel Tong 2-2. I'm okay. Erkey, he's going 1-1. Who have we lost to injury? Well, Johnny Otto, ACL again, 6 months. Bolly's got coronavirus and Martinez's got groin. Patrick Moran's 2-1. Carlos Neves 1-0. Sanders Wolves is going for 2-0 to West Ham. Yeah, really want the season to end. We need to reset. You're wrong, mate. And we've got Katie's going 1-1. Brian's going 1-1. Mark Wilkes 1-1. Aiden's 4-0. That's confident. Simon Dickinson 2-2. Lewis Watts 1-0 or 2-1. Pete's 3-2. Wolves Miracle, yep. Allison's 2-1. Keith Shepherd, the Ghostman's 2-1. IPTV 3-2. Pedro Neto hat-trick. That would be great. James Vlogs 2-1. Danderman 3-1. Pedence. Pedanza, as my dad would say. Alexander King 3-1 to West Ham. Aiden's 4-0. Do what we did to them. Well, that'd be nice. They battered us. I worry about Antonio. He does bully Cody. Weatherman goes with 3-2. Just rewinding that 3-2 Neto goal. Jordan's 1-0. Darren would be happy with a 1-0. Vinyl Revolver's going to go 2-1, but after injuries 1-1. P. Widden 3-2. Derek Pugh in the house. Great to have you joining, mate. 1-0 to Wolves. Aidan Richards. Let's just go for forwards. Kevin Jackson's 1-1. IPTV had directed 3-2. James is going. Stat Woman says 1-0. I like it, James. I like it. Carl's 2-1. Dallas LA is 0-0. Alfie's got an ACL, a cruciate ligament, 6 months out. Wolves 1, West Ham 1 from the Smoky Dragon over in Cardiff. Glyn's 1-1. X-Pro 2-2. Love the top. How do you get it? I will tell you, this top, it's got my initials on it, was sent to me by the official training partners, sponsors, Shure. They sent it through the post and put my initials on it. So, yeah, it was quite nice. I put a thing on my Instagram on it as well, so you can see. Logan's Wanderers 2-1. Have a good feeling about next season. And me, Wolves 2-0. McElroy Rogers, happy Easter to you. 2-1. Well, Katie, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's maybe because Bolly's out and he doesn't trust Kilman. He only plays on the left. We'll see when they start what it really is. Harry Edwards 1-0. Jose to score. That would be another miracle. Patrick Moran fancy Jose. Well, he's due. Lingard and Anthony are going to bully the Wolves, possibly. Gusto. What did Gusto say there? I lost you. Gusty from Pembrokeshire saying Bigelow. Dave from West Wales. 1-1 from a Barnsley fan. Good to have you up. Red's going up. They're on good form. Jared's, how you doing? Carl's going 3-1. Hey, Jerry's in the house from LA. And Rebecca, 2-1. Rebecca's going for Kieran. Confirmation. I don't know. We need to say the back. We do. Leo Costa, hi. Gary, Jerry's going for 2-1, keeping it simple. That's where I've gone for in my pre-match. If you've watched it, won't win tonight. We need a bigger squad. We do. Bamfam Noodles, I love that name. Hi, how you doing? McElroy, I have to say gutted about Otto. Wish Silva was starting, absolutely. Andrew, regards to Hall, would like to see. Honestly, don't know what score's going to be. Josh Elwell, Derek Pugh, Birmingham, BFam Noodles 1-0. Jedi Gremlins in the house. And he's going for 3-2. And there you go. Rattled through them, didn't I? So, guys, before it starts, do me a favour, get on the like button, smash the like to, if you wouldn't mind, on the video. That helps YouTube know that you're enjoying the content. And if you can share this around on any WhatsApp groups, Instagram groups, Facebook Messenger groups, or Facebook groups, or wherever, share it on. Let's see whether we can top 200 tonight. That'd be amazing. Carl, thank you. And one other thing I need to mention, you're probably seeing a load of people with little wolves' heads next to their name, and they have got custom emojis and stuff like that. So the one thing that I do need to say to you, if I can find it, is memberships are now available on the channel. So YouTube gave me the option to have memberships, which I've taken. There's already loads of people that just joined as members. There's 4 levels, all give different levels of benefits. If you're interested in wanting to custom emojis and being part of a private Discord group, and then there's other benefits going out, or you want to help support, grow the channel so that I can keep investing in equipment and stuff like that, I'll be grateful if you consider becoming a member and joining the rest of the squad. The guys on the channel who are part of the membership will probably vouch they're having fun, and it's helping outside of games. We're talking to each other as well. So they'll probably will vouch for me that hopefully it's worth having. And so great for that. I'm going to put the score up now because they're coming out on the pitch. I'm going to change to minimal. And I also want to say a big thank you today, if I can find it, to BoyleSports, powering the watch-along today. Check out all the latest odds on BoyleSports. It's and you can claim your £10 free. But if you like a flutter, the links in the description below. Let's go back on the thing. There we go. Look, I told you, Carl. Lovely banter behind the scenes. Andy Saunders joined. Great channel. Keith. It's been fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. So that's great. Thank you for that, guys. I appreciate it. And you'll probably notice there's some custom emojis. Everything is still exactly the same. There's, I'm still doing all the content for free and all that sort of jazz. As it just helps me out a little bit. So there you go. And it's great to talk in between games as well. James Speedy, thank you very much. Best channel on YouTube. I really appreciate that. Absolutely, really kind of you. Jerry, yes, we do have a halftime guest. It's a West Ham fan, actually, we've got on at halftime. You probably know that I have a lot of involvement to do with Pitch Football app, one of the best apps out there for football fans. If you've not got it, get it, because it's fantastic. And we've got Paul Schofield, who's one of the directors of Pitch Football, also a West Ham fan, coming on tonight. Really nice guy, so make him feel welcome. And if we do have any West Ham fans come on tonight, please make them welcome as well, because we do like to have a nice, friendly community. So there you go. And Katie Merricks, thank you, Katie, for your kind comments about saying it's definitely worth joining the membership. I appreciate it. Hi, Ben Foster. How are you doing? Nervous about this one. We're all nervous, aren't we? Wasn't this nervous watching England? I don't think any of us were nervous watching England, were we? So we're up in the first minute. It's going to be really interesting to see how this pans out. Glad Pedence. I love Pedence. Our little Hazard. Absolutely love him. Andrew, thank you. That's what we try and have. You know, we try and make it so it's nice. It doesn't matter whether you're a youngster or whether you're in your senior years or family or whatever. We try and make it friendly for everyone. That's what we're about. We're not about swearing and all that sort of jazz. That's not what I want. It's just about being inclusive and making everyone feel part of the community. Wolves are attacking the North Bank. Three good wins, Frank. Thanks for the watch along. You're welcome. I hopefully do some more during the off season with the Euros. Here comes Semedo. Daniel Pedence knocks it. Oh, good. Oh, what a chance. William Jose. How was tennis? It was good, man. It was good. I'm feeling it a bit now. That was very Raoul-like, that was. Pedence pins the ball across. And I'll tell you what, Jose's done really well. He's just pulled it, hasn't he? Oh, is Neto Girl here? Oh, she's made it. You'll notice Neto Girl's part of the membership as well. Make sure you use your emojis. Josie been sharp in training. Let's hope he gets a goal. He really needs a goal because he's got his Wolves starting quite positively though. Neto tonight expecting on good. Thanks, Joshua. Traore needs a good game as well. Soyis. Antonio's going to be a big threat tonight. And Walker's here. Hi. Jesus. I'll tell you what, that's a shot from Antonio there. He's surging through and he smacks it. Let's have a look at this. I'll tell you what, Rui Patricio's got his fingertips onto that and knocked it onto the post. I'm hoping that that Neto Girl's going to be joining us tomorrow. She did promise. Shaf played tennis with Shaf today. He's got his feet up. I don't blame you, mate. I bet you're aching like me. Carl, yeah, basically how the question is, I'll answer this question, Carl. Basically, when you start with YouTube on memberships, you can only have 4 emojis. But the more people that join the membership, the more emojis you can get. So that's why I've added another 4, because so many people joined the memberships. We've got now 8 emojis. And when we get another 1, I can add an extra 1 on, apparently. So if someone joins the memberships tonight, it means that we can add another emoji on. That would be good, yeah. Rush is a top guy. Top guy. Great save, Brian. Hi, Gustavo. How you doing? I'll have to sort that one out. Yeah, all ideas welcome. I've got the Raoul mask in there now. We've got the love art. Oh, this is a chance. The love eyes with the wolf. We've got Elvis. Here's great play. Pedro Neto. Semedo. Dendonka switching the play. Headed out by Noble. Good break again. This is for West Ham. Oh, you're kidding me. They just let him run. This is why we do not play 4 at the back. Just so easy. The run from Antonio. It's like we're on the attack and we've conceded the first goal yet again. Antonio pulls the defender across. Lingard, he just waltzes into the area. It's too easy, that is. It's too easy. I mean, come on. Cody's taken away by Lingard, and Lingard just waltzes through. Absolutely dreadful defending. And we have conceded the goal, the first goal, yet again. Lingard, you don't let him. I mean, it's just too easy. Too easy. No volley, no defence. We're just going to have to go, we're going to score one more than you tonight. And maybe we can pretend to be Leeds. Oh, my word, that's so close. That's whistled past the post. We've got the best form of offense is definitely not. It's definitely the best form of defense for us tonight is definitely attack. Let's get, because the ball's in there. Mind you, say the ball's in there off. They ain't going to score, but they just did, didn't they? Who scored? It was Lingard. It was a simple goal. Simple goal. And we just keep conceding. Lingard scored. We just keep conceding the first goal over and over and over and over. It's like Groundhog Day. Every time you watch, it's 6 minutes. Every time you watch Wolves, it's like Groundhog Day. Let's give we'll just give you a goal start. And West Ham are a team that do not need any encouragement. They're on fire this year, West Ham are. Craig got to say Cody gets squared up. Absolutely. He's scared to death, Cody is, of Antonio. Antonio, every time he plays against him, he just can't deal with him. And West Ham, I mean, we're just exposed. We're not any good. We're open. We're totally open in a back four. Soyis, it's like they're not central defenders. It's like we can only play a back three. We can play a back four if we've got Willy Bolly and we buy a brand new top quality defender in the summer, because that's the only way we can play a back four. I'm not comfortable with Cody or Soyis in a back four. Hi, Bo. Great play, that was. Well done, Jose. That was nice. Oh, it's a yellow card, ref. Come on. It's a deliberate foul. Dave should be on Sky. Thanks, mate. That's your 0-0 prediction out the window. I mean, it's entertaining, that's for sure. Yeah, I know. We're looking dangerous going forward, but we do have all of our attackers on, apart from Fabio Bronze. For Wolves, it's just about getting the points on the board now. 3 more points, another win, and we're safe. Bo, as a United fan, good luck to you. Well, yeah, thank you very much. Bring back Solbica. Fabio Diamond. You mean stressful, yeah? Do you know, we just have to take into account, we just have to take a step back. Our two best defenders, Johnny Otto and Willie Bolly, both out. Johnny Otto, we've looked so much better on that side defensively since he's been back, and now he's out till October. Walking through us with way too open. We're so vulnerable at the back. Antonio is so strong. I mean, he's just like... I tell you what, Cody didn't... As the 2 times I've... And I love Cody. Don't get me wrong. I love Cody. But the 2 times... Oh, look at this. He's just waltzing through the defence. Cody, the 2 or 3 times I've seen him up against Antonio, every single time he's not looked comfortable. He's not looked comfortable against Antonio, and Antonio's had the better of him every time. I'm just frustrated that we've conceded first again. It's like happening too often. But I said 2-1, so I'm going to stick with that for now. If you've... hold on, here's Semedo. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Knocks it back. Cross coming in. That's absolutely nowhere. No one there. Neves wins. Oh, come on, lads. Too slow. Just stood there. Don't be frustrated. Expected. I'll tell you what, I'm glad. I watched the England games and it was just like we were just talking amongst ourselves, you know, as we do. At least we got a bit of fire about this. But I'm very frustrated we've conceded first again. It's like... But I did say 2-1, so I'm going to stick with my 2-1. I mean, come on, that's too easy. Don't do... Oh, no! Oh, you're kidding me! Powder puff defending. They're going to absolutely destroy us. They are. We have got no clue playing a back 4. I mean, you've got Lingard. Oh, come on. That's just so poor defensively. He's no right to get past him there. He just leaves him for dead. He crosses it in. Boom. Absolutely dreadful. It's a great finish. It's a great finish. 2-0 down, and we've played 14. We haven't even played 15 minutes. Haven't even played 15 minutes. Why? Bolly out. Johnny Otto out. Absolutely. 2 best. I mean, and he's played a back 4. I mean, it's makeshift. He's got all this attacking prowess up front, but the defence are just so exposed. Shocking, you ain't wrong. I wouldn't say Fulham's a massive game at all. Fulham are still 9 points behind us, played a game more. Don't worry about Fulham. We're not going down. But, yeah, we do need to beat Fulham, or at least not lose. We make them look like Man City. We have got to give credit to West Ham, though, because West Ham are a damn good side this year. They are not where they are this season by not being very, very, very good this season. And they could go, that's a foul. Let's not be mistaken. West Ham could go into a Champions League space if they win this game tonight. That's, that they're a very, very good side. And they're full of confidence. It looks like Wolves have been shaken by the injuries to Moutinho, the injury, the COVID thing with Bolly being out, and then the impact of losing Johnny Otto as well. But the back four, to me, doesn't work. Corner, Shuley. All over Dave Dreadful. Don't buy Jose. Get rid of Semedo. I think Cody should be looked at being replaced. I don't agree with Cody. I just don't think he's comfortable in a back four. I think he's great in a back three. And I think he could do a job in front of the back four as a defensive midfielder. Good chance. And we have lost 3 key players. I know they've lost Declan Rice, who's a very good player, but we've lost 3 key players. And it's showing. We just look all over the shop. I'm not arguing with the fact that I think he got it wrong. I am shocked by the back four against West Ham. Against their front thing is like crikey. And we're 2-0 down already. 2-0 down already. If you've just joining the stream, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. We're here every game. We have pre-match. My match reaction is going to be interesting. Extra time tomorrow night is going to be interesting. I'm sure there's going to be a few of you that want to get on extra time tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. The phone-in show to have a bit of a vent, perhaps, if the way it's going. But it's still 2-0. 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. If we get the next goal, it could turn. My Hammers 11, hi Rush. How you doing? We let a 3-goal lead over Arsenal. That's Arsenal, mate. That is. I mean, this. Antonio is literally, and Lingard are running the show. Totally running the show. We don't worry about being relegated. That ain't going to happen. That is not going to happen. Event is for life, yeah. Wait till we play the Baggies. I'm not worried about Baggies. They're already pretty much down anyway. Oh, yeah. Fulham are desperate for points. Famous last words. No, I'm not got any worries about us getting relegated. Don't worry about that. That ain't going to happen. We're going to pick up at least another we're going to pick up at least another 6 or 7 points before the end of the season. Wait until we play Manchester. We've played them twice, haven't we? Well, maybe we'll get a bit of luck and get a penalty. Oh! Oh, I don't know. Did he actually get a touch of that? Carrying on. Rentwell back, hopefully before the end of the season. Here comes Wolves again. This is a chance. Switches the play. What's he going to do? Cross, poo across. Oh, we've hit the bar. Smallest man on the pitch gets the header. Daniel Pedence. Barnsley for life. Are you Jimmy Foxtrot in disguise? Just bear in mind you're on dicey ground, mate. I've been respectful to Barnsley about saying you've had a good season and stuff, so don't take the mick, because otherwise you'll be just out. There's your warning. Have some respect. Katie, what have you missed? Well, you've missed two. I don't know if you've missed 2 West Ham goals. We need to spend in the summer. But the thing is, they're not going to spend in the summer, Darren. Then that's not going to happen. They're not going to spend big bucks because we're just coming out of a pandemic. No one's going to spend big in the summer because of the finances. We will probably sell Adama and we will bring in players. But I can't see that we're going to spend anything major because, you know, we're coming out of this pandemic, but we do need to invest in quality rather than quantity. We need to invest in first-team players rather than bringing ones for the next 2 or 3 years. We have to bring in starters, nice, unlucky. We have to bring in players that are going to make an impact straight away, not ones, you know, that, well, they'll be good in 2 or 3 years' time, because right now we need first-team players to improve the squad. We've still got literally the same defence as we had in the Championship. We have to bring in a top central defender. We do. We need to bring in, we need to get the backup striker right. I wouldn't be averse to seeing Rafa Mir given a chance, considering how well he's doing for the bottom club of La Liga. He seems to have matured a lot. He seems to know where the net is, unlike William Jose. I think Fabio Silva is going to be a good player, but I think that's 2 or 3 seasons away. I think Vitina's going to be a player. But, you know, we need players that are going to make an impact in the summer. We have to bring in players that are going straight into the team, not ones that are there maybe in ifs. I think you'll find a few loans to buy, and that's been successful for Wolves in the past. Roll back, absolutely. He's massive. I mean, if we'd have had Raul this year, you know, we'd be challenging Europe again. I mean, we were 6 when he got injured. Experience is needed. Centre back, striker, yeah, we need something. Nuno seems to sort it out, play well in the international level. How many times we've seen Wolves come back from an international break and play this bad? We've seen it so many times, but we've had an extra 2 days to prepare. Who would I sell? I would definitely 100 million% not sell Neto for any money. If we've got ambition of really being a top 6, top 4 side, we've got to keep Pedro Neto. You can't sell Pedro Neto. I can get selling Jota because we had Neto and the money, but no, I think at the moment, if you're going to sell anyone and get some value, it's probably Traore. As much as he can be entertaining at times, he's scored no goals, he's provided no assists, he's had that one effort against Leeds, 35 million for Traore. I wouldn't be surprised to see Saiss go because he's got 1 year left of his contract. That gets some money potential, although I do like Saiss. Who else? Morgan Gibbs White, maybe. I don't know. Ball coming in. 25 minutes gone. Here's Traore. 3 on him. Next goal is absolutely crucial. 4 at the back, yeah. Worked against Arsenal at one time, but it's not worked for us because we don't have the players that are good enough to play in a central. Boly's good enough to play as a central 4. Oh, another chance. Boly's good enough to play in a central 4, but we need to, if we're going to play a back 4, you need another top quality centre back to play alongside Boly. And I'm sorry, but Cody's not it for me. Not in a back 4. Maybe in front of a back 4, but not in a back 4. And I do love Cody to bits, I do. And I think he's great in a back 3 because he's got 2 either side of him and he feels more secure in that role. He's got that extra support and he can spray the ball about. But in a back 4, I mean, I know he played in a back 4 for England, but we were playing San Marino. It's on Sky. Well, exactly. I don't know how long's Pedant's going to last tonight. Oh, that's a good ball over the top. Semedo brings it down, tries to cross it in. More, I mean, Pedant looks hungry. Foul, free kick to West Ham. It's not about a rebuild, Arnie. It's about evolution, not revolution. You keep your best players. You get Jimenez back in. We keep Pedant. We keep Neto. We keep Neves. You keep Boly. You know, you get a good strong time. Patricio Moutinho is going to have a role still next year. You know, as a statesman, I don't know whether he'll be playing every game, but he certainly can make an impact and his positive influence on the squad. I think Aït-Nouri's got potential. I think Patina's got potential. Gibbs White, jury's out. William Jose, jury's out. Adama Traore, well, you know, this time last year we'd have said no chance, but he hasn't done anything this year. Soyis, I love Soyis, but he's got 1 year left of his contract. He's 31, and we've got to improve on Soyis in the central of defence. As much as he can do a role, he isn't, you know, and he can play that position. But we've got to improve on Soyis. Kilman, I think, has got a thing. I'd like to see Otasoe give him more of an opportunity than he is. He's a strong young lad with a lot of potential. You know, we've got some talent there. It's about getting the right experience round them. Here's Neves. Pedant. Great play from Pedant. Oh, come on, Jose. Good tackle. Wolves win the ball back. Oh. I tell you what, he can't deal with him. He just can't deal with Antonio. Take Costa if you want. Tend to forget, but Raul's injury may never be the same. He will be. He'll be fine. Don't worry about that. Well, we might be buying William Jose. He does link up the play, but he's lacking in goals. I think Fabio Silva does a better job in running into dangerous positions. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, he misses a lot, but he does get in. He does make the runs. Think we're going to score, Shane? Back floor, exactly, Lawrence. Doherty. You know what? I'd have Matt Doherty back. If we got him at the right price, I would have Matt Doherty back because he knows the system. He knows the way we play. And if we got him back and it was sort of 6 or 7 million, it'd be almost as if we'd sent him on loan to Tottenham for a season. It's not working out for him at Tottenham, and I think Tottenham will offload him in the summer. So, yeah, I'd have Doherty back. He's still a good age. He's got experience. He knows the system. I think he'd probably. Oh. I'll tell you what, he's just tearing. He's just tearing us apart. That's a real problem. Quad returns. You're not wrong. Forget Jota. Let's take Jota and park it. He's gone. He is gone. He's not coming back. We've got to forget Jota. We've got Neto. We've got Podence. They're great players, no doubt about it. Neto's a great player. Jimmy Foxtrot, we've been missing you. I'm not arguing about selling Doherty. Doherty wanted to go. He'd been here for 10 years. You can't blame him. We got 12 million, £80,000 we paid for him. After 10 years, you can't blame him, can you? But it's not worked out for Doherty like it's worked out for Jota at Liverpool. And Jota at Liverpool, I mean, he was good at Wolves, but he's sensational at Liverpool. Doherty, you can't say the same thing about. And it's just not worked out for him like it's worked out for Jota. Had 2 amazing seasons. We failed in the market 3rd season. It's not just about failing in the market. It's the injuries that we have been keeping and getting all goes back to 3 days break in between the seasons, 3 days of training. That all goes back to that. We need a complete reset in the summer. We need a complete break. We need a good transfer window. We need to keep hold of our key players, get roll back, and go again next season. I really do believe we'll be stronger for the experience this season, for all the trials and tribulations. We have, at key times, we've had key injuries. I mean, look at tonight. Johnny Otto, 2nd ACL. I mean, you've got to feel for the guy. He's been back. He's made such a difference, and now he's got an ACL again. Willy Bolly, away with Ivory Coast, COVID. Martinho goes away, gets a groin injury. We've just had so much bad luck with a small squad with injuries. We're staying up. Don't worry about it. We are staying up. We don't worry about going down. We're not worried about that. It's not going to happen. We're too far clear. We're 9 points clear of.
Antonio's gone from
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 9 points. Just.
Yeah. You just watch me what Dan's done.
9 points clear of Fulham, who played a game more with 7 games to go. Come on. We only need to win 1 more game. Antonio off injured. Well, that's good for Wolves, I'm telling you, because he has been absolutely running the show. So that's positive for us. And Cody and Saiz are going to be so happy that he's gone off, because Antonio, I think he's quality. I wish we had Antonio in the Wolves side. He's like West Ham's Raul. So strong, so clever, makes the right runs. Look at the run he made for the first goal. And he's a great player. And Lingard, since he's come to West Ham and given that lease of life, he's like a spring chicken. He's brilliant. Cross going nowhere yet again. Header. No pressure. So the bonus is it's still only 2-0. Next goal is so key. Gary Rutter could see it ending 4-0. Next goal is key. Someone said 3-2 on the chat to Wolves. I'm going with that now. You're right, but they didn't, did they? They blew it. And they've got tough fixtures, they have. Fulham. Shows what you know, Aaron. Jamin, appreciate the streams insides, Dave. This might be the last season, but I agree we should be strong for next year. Absolutely. 4 at the back. It's not work. It might work next year when we get the right people in places, but it doesn't work for us this year. Especially with the 2 left and right back as they are, wing backs, whatever. They're not the strongest with crosses. I think Fulham have got a chance of beating us, the form that they're in. We're playing away. But as long as we don't lose, that's a good thing. Traore. Oh, good effort, mate. Straight at the keeper. Oh, the fans. Wolves definitely one of the teams missing the fans more than anything. I think Sheffield United is another one. There's a couple of teams. Wolves definitely one. I think, and West Ham fans can tell me if you're watching, agree or disagree with this, but not having the fans there, I think has been good for West Ham. I think that's worked in their favour. Yeah, I'd like to see Mia. Craig's got a fair point. We've not played badly, just defended like numpties. I don't think we've played bad. Going forward, we've looked hungry, but midfield going backwards and defence. West Ham defend that well. Knocked in again, headed out easily, and they're going to pick it up and run with it now. There's Lingard. He's got 3. He's gone past 2. Oh, come on. I mean, that is absolutely dreadful. Dreadful defending and midfield. Lingard had 6 players on him. It's 5 against 2, and they've scored. Absolutely dreadful. We've got the ball, and they've headed out on the break. We used to do this to teams. I mean, what are we doing there? I mean, come on. Lingard's got the ball. Cody's jogging back. It's a near post. That is absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. And Patricio should never, ever score from there. Fantastic break from West Ham. I mean, Nuno's doing that. That's how he feels about it. They have let him down big time because that's just going forward. And with 3-0 down now, game pretty much over. But with West Ham, you never know because they did have a 3-goal lead against Arsenal. But 3-0 down at home to a very good West Ham side. But Antonio's off now, and they're just taking their chances. They are playing West Ham like a Champions League side, which is where they will be tonight. Champions League positions. Wolves are playing like a team that are literally in the bottom 3 with not a clue. It's like we don't look like a team. We do not look like a team. But a lot of that's down to losing Johnny, losing Bolly, and losing Moutinho. But you have to say West Ham have lost Declan Rice. Antonio's gone off. And they've just done that to us. Because the defence are just... It doesn't work. This formation, it's a mistake. A complete mistake. How's he missed it? How's Neto missed that? Oh my God, you do not get... And it's an open goal. I mean, this should be in the back of the net, Jose. And then Neto's missed a sitter. Oh my God. Why has he not hit that with his right foot? He's only got it. The keeper's on the ground. Neto, man, I've been loving you to bits, and that's just a bad miss. It's an open goal. You know, we get open goals and we can't score. Oh, my life. Honest to God. What an opportunity to get it back to 3-1. Get it back to 3-1. Get in at half time. Still 2 down. That's going nowhere. Crikey. Should have scored, man. Absolutely should have scored. Nuno is on the touchline and he is absolutely looking down, shaking his head, seething. It's like that should be 3-1. It's an open goal. It's an open goal and Neto's missed it, man. Why has he not hit that with his right foot? Crazy. We've been absolutely taken apart. I mean, every time West Ham go forward, they look like they're going to score. Our defence are just like, it's like, I mean, come on. Lingard is absolutely destroying us. Love if we did a Leicester 4-3. Roger Tomlinson, if there's any positives, there it is. The classic game where we were 3-0 down to Leicester at half-time and half the stadium left. And to be honest, if there were fans in the stadium tonight, half of them would be leaving at half-time. But we did come back and won 4-3. Could it be? Well, that would be some second half, wouldn't it? Nuno needs to make some changes at half-time. Seriously, come on. Oh, great play, Traore. He skipped past one. Got another one on him. Go on. Keep going on your own, son. Get the cross in. Cross in. Goal! It's Tendonka. I tell you what. Adama Traore, no assists all season. No assists all season. And he's just gone down the whole of the second half of the pitch. Got a cross in. And Tendonka, he's not scored all season. I mean, Traore has picked the ball up on his own. He's gone past 1. He's gone past 2. He's gone past 3. He's gone past him again. And another one. And Tendonka had been saying, and he's put the ball. Tendonka's finally scored the goal. Oh, well. A goal before half-time bonus. I tell you what, this game's crazy. Crazy. 3-1. Unbelievable. Traore has made that out of, oh, come on, don't be stupid. He's made that on his own determination. Give the ball to Traore and just let him run at him. Because they can't keep with him. Give him it in space. Here's Pedence. Wolves going again. Neves switches the ball in. Out to the wide. Can he keep this in? No. Switched out. Goal kick. Unbelievable. Neto's feeling better after me. It should be 3-2, like you say. I'll tell you what, going back in at 3-1 at half-time, it's still an uphill task, but crikey. 3 minutes of added time. And we will be having a special half-time guest, and make sure you make him feel welcome when he comes up. We've got Paul Schofield, one of the directors of the best football app on the App Store on iOS and Android, and massive supporters of my channel. And he's coming on in a bit, and he's also a West Ham fan. So make sure that you give him, you're basically kind to him. because he's coming on and to talk about the game, obviously talk about the app, but make sure that you're nice to him because he's a lovely bloke. Really lovely chap. But he's got to be happy with the way West Ham are played in the first half. Get the Ducks out for the second half. They're here. Ready. Hey? And don't forget, you can get your Ducks out as well if you've got the memberships. Traore, cross, switched, headed out. Pedence. West Ham hack it away. There's got to be something at the back of West Ham players' minds after being 3-0 up against Arsenal and it being 3-3. At the back of their mind, they're going to have that at the back of their mind. Here's Pedence.
No.
Corner to Wolves. Last chance of the first half. Oh, yeah, I forgot the horn, didn't I? Where's the horn? I need to get that. Sorry about that. Cross. I'm just going to do this, a belated goal horn. Let's go! A better late than never. Merv's got Elvis out. Charlie reckons 4-3 Wolves. Needs Silva on and gives us more than Josie, says Brian. Guys, start putting your ratings for this first half. I want to see what your ratings are. Out of 10. And Wolves still haven't scored before 40 minutes. .44446. 3 out of 10. 3 for turning up. 5 out of 10. 4, 3. Merv's gone with a 2. Crikey. Joshua, 2 out of 10. Tell you, Jared's gone with a 3.584688854. Yeah, okay. Katie's a 5, and that's being kind. Vinyl Revival's gone with a 4. 1.7 from Simon. How lucky is Nuno that the crowd isn't allowed in Molineux, says Lee. Brian 4, early on improved. Rebecca's gone with a 4. Have a tissue. And 5.5 West Ham 9, says Carl. 5s, 4s, 6, 2s. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to get rid of my bits and pieces on the screen because I'm going to get my guest on in a second. So make sure that you're nice and kind. As I say, we're going to change the banner in a second. And we're going to bring on into the chat Paul. Hello, Paul.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Well, not as good as you.
Yeah, we've been there before, haven't we?
Well, I was just saying before, I don't know if you heard.
I was listening.
In the back of West Ham players' minds now, they're going to have that 3-3 from Arsenal after being 3-0. With that goal from Wolves, will just put that little bit of doubt in the West Ham, and probably you as a West Ham fan's mind as well.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what every West Ham fan's thinking now. I think, listen, you had chances. You had a really early chance, like the second minute. We turned it round, went down the other end, and all of a sudden we're 2-0 up. We did exactly the same against Arsenal. Started really, really fast. Finished clinically. And then, I mean, losing Antonio is huge. As soon as we did that, it was a bit like, uh-oh.
Do you know what's wrong with him?
No, it looked like a little ankle niggle, but I don't know. He hasn't been away on international duty, so I can only imagine it was a knock or something that he's felt. But we do have to look after him. He looks big, but he can be fragile. Well,
I'll tell you something. Every time I've seen Antonio play against our defence, especially Cody, who I've found that Cody and Sayis have really struggled. You know, the run that he made for the first goal brought Cody across. Lingard strolls in, finishes it well. And you could see the confidence in the West Ham players. I mean, let's face it, we have to be respectful and say West Ham, as a West Ham fan, you've got to be absolutely delighted with the season that you're having this year.
Yeah. Listen, I've listened to sort of the whole of the half, and it echoes what you guys are talking about now. Echoes what West Ham fans have been thinking for years. But ever since we left the bowling, really, that we had that one season where we finished 7th. It was a brilliant season, but ever since it's just been, it feel like we didn't have the right manager. We've had issues with the board, all of those things. Unlucky with big injuries like you are now. So I think it's just the case of we've got to a situation where we've trusted the manager to go ahead and do what he does. He's brought in a couple of really very good signings. Obviously, Souček is huge. And obviously Lingard as well, and Bowen scored tonight. So all of those three are Lingard, are Moyes' sort of signings. So it's a process that we've been doing kind of for the last 3 years, I guess, really. Yeah. And yeah, we've managed to, hopefully now we can manage to hold on to this squad, build on it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, a lot of what I've heard you talking about tonight echoes, and I really feel that you're in that same sort of transition, right? But the Wolves squad is, yeah. So I heard you talk about Dotti, and I heard Jota obviously left. Those two players seem to have really made a lot more of a difference than maybe people might have thought, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, we had Johnny Otto out injured as well at the start of the season. And as I say, tonight, we've just heard before kick-off, because he did his ACL, was out for 6 months. He's been back for 7 or 8 games. We've looked a lot more stable. And then yesterday, he's done his ACL again, out till October. It's a big loss for us. Willy Bolly at the back, he's come back from the Ivory Coast. He's out with COVID. Martinez's got a groin injury. I know you've lost Declan Rice, who's had a great season as well. But Nuno's gone to this back four tonight, and we've never looked really comfortable playing a back four. And you've got Cody and Sayis that are playing as central defenders, and really they are midfielders. And Cody does really well in a back three when he's got a player either side of him. I mean, I know he played back four for England, but that was against San Marino. And when you're up against a real quality striker like Antonio and Lingard, who's so confident at the moment, we looks like strangers at the back, and you've just cut through us as if we're like, someone said, Sunday League defending it. We were like, you know, like a hot knife through butter. It's too easy.
Yeah, so obviously we've got 2 centre-backs now on yellow cards, and that was in the first 9 minutes, right? Yeah. But what we did was both of those yellow cards were probably what you would call good yellow cards from a West Ham perspective, because they stopped situations, right? Yeah. So the 2 runs that Lingard has made, as in the Premier League, I know it's very, very cynical, and you should never, and you shouldn't teach it, but every now and again there's a good foul that you can make. And where Lingard picks up the ball for our second goal or third goal is like, you, as a centre midfielder or a centre back, you recognise that danger, step out and foul him if you have to. If you don't win the ball, foul him.
He was allowed to run, wasn't he?
You stop the danger, and that's like, and I feel like that's slightly naive on the 5 defenders that were sort of involved in that. It's I think there's. I mean, listen, the next 10 minutes are massive, aren't they? Let's be fair.
Yeah, I think you're after half time. I think if Wolves get the second goal, get the next goal, then it's going to be very, very interesting to see the mindset and the panic setting from a West Ham point of view.
There will be genuine panic as well, Dave.
Well, you'd think so. I mean, the goal that we got we should have scored just before that.
Mm-hmm.
Neto should have buried that chance. And then Adama Traore, he just seems to have got like the ball going by the scruff of the neck. He's ran pretty much the whole length of the pitch, got the cross in. It's his first assist of the season. And Dendoncker has made a late run into the middle, and that's his first goal of the season.
Yep.
And that'll give both of those players a bit of confidence. So it's going to be interesting second half. But before we finish off, obviously talk about the second half.
Yeah.
Or just tell everyone a little bit about the Pitch Football app, how they can get it, and what you can do on it, and what the plans for next season.
Yeah, fine. Okay, so we're sort of it's a fan engagement app whereby it's available free on iOS and Google.
I just want to say as well, Paul, there's no hidden charges at all.
No. There's no in-app purchases or anything like that. It's purely down to us trying to help fans engage with other fans, right? And us actually have a voice. So you can go on, you can select your team for the match upcoming. So I selected, obviously, you can share that to all your social channels, predict the score, tell us where you're watching it. Obviously, everyone at the moment, unfortunately, is at home or so after the game, you can go on, rate the referee, rate the manager, the performance, and the atmosphere. Obviously, unfortunately, again, that's not really coming into play at the minute. And Pitch will sort of do our best to kind of feed some of those stats back into the social media channels, so you can see them on Twitter and Instagram, who thinks what, before the games, after the games. And it kind of, we just aim to give the fans a voice and actually generate genuine fan-driven data. It came from, I think I came on the other day and told sort of everyone about how it came about. It's basically about me coming home from football and moaning about West Ham's team selections, and my wife telling me that I should just shut up and talk to whoever was listening. And I said, no one listens, right? Football clubs don't want to hear their fans' opinions. I don't know what it's like at Wolves, but West Ham, the board, fundamentally don't want to listen to us. What are the
plans for next season and down the line?
Next season, so we've just released a new game on there as well called Foreplay. So you can go on, pick 4 different results, and there's a league table. I think you won last week, did you? Or was it 2 weeks ago?
I couldn't believe it. I was actually top of the league table, yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think you've got plans for prizes next season as well, haven't you?
I think that'll be the hope. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So, and hopefully we'll be able to develop that into sort of a little bit more like fantasy football, where you get your own individual leagues. You can start. So I've actually done a league with my football team that I manage it myself. We all buy in every week with £2, and my football club gets half of the proceeds, and the winner of each week gets the other half. So it's a good way of sort of just getting involved with a bit of banter with the lads and keeping into the rest of football, you know. And don't forget, we just launched boxing as well. So any boxing fans out there, Pitch Boxing's live.
How's that going, Paul?
Yeah, it's good. A couple of weeks in. Again, it's all about sort of giving people the data that they wanted. You can go on and sort of predict the results of any given fight weekend. And there's a lot of sort of really good content from people like Johnny Nelson, Anthony Crolla, who do it like a weekly review of the upcoming fight weekends. So yeah, it's going. Yeah, I mean, it's there for all the fans, basically. That's why we're there.
And it's called the Pitch Football app on the
Pitch Sport Football.
Pitch Sport Football and it's on Google Play Android and it's on iOS. So get yourself on that. And if you like your boxing as well, get yourself on that. We've got one here. Patrick Moran said the boxing sounds good as well. So that's great to know. People do like that.
Boxing it is, I think it's called.
Pitch sport boxing, absolutely fantastic. And looking ahead to the second half, Paul, what's your gut instinct?
Do we have to?
Yeah, you do.
I think that I think we've learned our lessons, and I think David Moyes has probably got into them at half time. And I am going to predict a 3-2 win with some real nerve jangling for the West Ham fans.
So you think?
I just think you gave us too. I think you gave yourselves too much to do.
Yeah. Well,
honestly,
I think definitely, yeah.
But I can. But at the same time, I can easily see another Arsenal result and it finishing in a draw.
Keith Shepherd says he's downloading and installing it now.
Good man.
As well, so that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks, Dave.
I hope it is 3-2 going into the last 15 minutes because that'd be great. I think if Wolves get the next goal, I think it's going to be very, very, very interesting. It'd be interesting to see what happens in the second half, how Wolves come out. I think that goal just before half-time just gives us that fillip. But the one thing I will say, Paul, Wolves are a second-half team.
Yep.
Statistically, we score 65% of our goals in the second half. So based on we've scored that's a third of our goals in the first half and 2/3 of the goals in the second half. So if that pans across the whole of this game, that means it's going to be 3-3.
Doesn't bode well, does it? And they've just brought on Fabio Silva.
Our Wolves are bringing Fabio Silva on.
Taking off Podence and bringing Silva on. So that's a statement. That's a positive move, right?
Yeah, Podence has been out long-term injured. So he's just coming back. So he's probably agreed that he's going to get half a game. Fabio Silva, the wonder kid from Porto, 35 million. Very young lad. It's supposed to be a superstar in the making. Wolves fans are yet to be convinced. But if he pulls it out of the bag in this and scores a hat-trick, maybe he would be. Anyway, Paul, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you'll join us tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I look forward to speaking to you then. Yeah, have a good one and enjoy the second half.
Absolutely. Thanks ever so much, mate.
Lovely. Cheers, mate. See you later.
Cheers, buddy. Bye.
All right, take care, Joe. Cheers.
So there we have it, Paul. Thanks ever so much for Paul for joining, and get yourself on the Pitch Football app. Fantastic app. And yeah, I'll use it, and I'll put my codes up if you want to join the leagues as well. You're more than welcome to get involved with that. So second half up and running. Fabio Silva on. Let's change the banners back. 3-1. Let's go, boys, says Steph. And if you were interested in my halftime snack, I've got a chocolate cookie. I had Domino's last night and I bought some of the chocolate cookies. This is the one that's left over. Evening, Josh.
Undermining the Wolves' defence.
There is still hope. 4-3, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
As well since joining West Ham on loan, that's been remarkable. In the second half, here's Neto and Traore.
Oh, Jose.
The confidence to strike it himself. Yeah, he just needed to shift it onto his left, which he didn't want to do. Cody.
Absolutely wonderful to have you on, Paul. Thank you. Hope to see you on extra time tomorrow. Oh, and I should say thanks to whoever it was, the person that chucked in £1 into my channel whilst Paul was on. Appreciated. And Joshua, how can you say West Ham are not good? They're like currently sitting in the Champions League places. They've had a fantastic season.
So much more with its football. So far. Trying to help out. So comes there again.
Not on FIFA though, fair play. Well, yeah, absolutely. Defensively, we've not been great, have we?
Including tonight's contributions. Yeah, we could have forecast that when he first came down to London. Or maybe Jesse himself. Because
don't really understand what you're saying, Ben.
he's been talking about how that extra motivation and period had to stop somehow. It's sharpness, wasn't it, in that first game or two? That was the big surprise, the fact that he kept himself so fit, so match fit, which isn't easy.
Come on, Fabio. Needs to control that. We're in the 50th minute. Ball back with Patricio, who's been beaten 3 times tonight in the first half. Semedo pushing forward. Traore, who got his first assist of the season, a great run for that assist, showed what he can do. And Dendoncker getting his first goal of the season, was talking about that just before the game. Bound to give them both a bit of confidence. I have to say, Vinyl Revival, I agree with you. I think most West fans would say that the fans not being there this season has probably helped them. Oh, right, okay. What club do you support? I'm not sure who's currently second. I know Norwich were top. Is it Watford who are second? I'm not sure.
Just throw the ball away, but once we decided they do have a certain amount of latitude on.
Yeah, Watford is second.
Yeah, it looks as if Norwich and Watford are both going up automatically. Both relegated from the Premier League last season. Just goes to show, doesn't it? You know, relegated and going straight back up by the looks. Yeah, it is. 2-year anniversary. I think we all know that Ben Foster, the real Ben Foster, isn't going to be watching a watch along with me with us watching West Ham Wolves match. Paul's got an interesting thing to that. No question that lack of fans has helped West Ham United, allowed Moles to get as hard to beat without the moanings. Fair comment. Mark Guest asked the question, is it Johnny's same knee? It is, mate. It's the same. It's his ACL, the same knee. "51 minutes, not a lot's happened in this second half so far." Hello, Alonso. Justin. Wolves girls had the great penalty shootout. Should have won it. They were so much the better side, and they ended up going to a penalty shootout, but they got through. Forest in a league above as well, and they were the way the better side, but got away with that, West Ham. I know it's dreadful. Yeah, no, it's not the real Ben Foster. I think you're right. We need to turn the tempo up, move the ball quicker. It's too slow and static at the moment. I should say, if you want to follow me on Instagram, that's my Instagram. Feel free to connect with me. Come on, Wolves, slamming 3 goals would be nice. Corner to West Ham. Yeah, it seems like he's made of glass, doesn't he, Marcel? Here comes the corner to West Ham. Ball coming in. Just realised I haven't eaten, so it's a late night curry. Good for you. And it'd be great if you could also like the Always Wolves Facebook page. We'd appreciate that. Here's Neto. What's he going to do? Step over, knocks it in. Neves switches it over. Ball crossed in, headed out by West Ham. Wolves win the ball back. Oh, that's good football. Here's Dendonka. Shoots. Just past. Good effort. Marshall's made a Roy-Vita breaks too easily. Craig, DD, you're spot on. Need 2 quality centre-backs. Right back can defend. Absolutely. I mean, Marcel, I think he's a good player, but he's just not been fit, has he? Here comes Neto winning the ball. He's doing a Lingard there. Tackled eventually, but Wolves win the ball back. Then Donker switches the play. Traore, what's he going to do with it? Knocks it in to Jose, holds the ball up. Neves switches the play out to Semedo. Semedo's on the right-hand side. Cross. Oh, that's just dreadful, mate. That is just dreadful. Oh, Semedo. Yeah, Donk's had a good game. That's a fair comment, actually. Throw into Wolves. Since Antonio's gone off, apart from that one breakaway from West Ham, we've looked a lot more comfortable at the back. Still a bit nervous. Oh, I must have made a mistake. Must have stopped, not have switched it by accident. Silly me.
Just forced into a more cautious mode by conceding late in the first half.
I know why we're knocking it around like we're 5-0 up. It took us a long time to get it out of Jimmy Foxtrot, though, that he was a Man U fan. Took a long time for that to come out. Was revealed in a very intensive conversation with Justin, I think. Fabio on bad decision. I would rather put Bettina on. Yes, fair comment. "60 minutes. This is too easy for West Ham at the moment. They've got a 2-goal advantage. We've really got to start picking up the tempo." Josh, don't be daft. Pedence's one of our best players. He's a great player. He's just been injured. Oh no. West Ham had the ball in the back of the net again. Patricio, I mean, now he's got him, saved it. Yeah, that's handball. Got away with it there. Was handball. But, I mean, again, we're just, to create a clear chance like that, very, very, very powder puff at the back. Very vulnerable. Brian, we have no urgency. You're not wrong. Got away with it, yeah. Got away with one there. 60 minutes on the clock. Smato, what are you doing? Don't play. Oh. Cody did well there. Fair play. Kevin, keep the faith. Keep the faith. It's only 3-1 at the moment. There's still half an hour to go. Get another goal. Anything is possible. Got to keep the faith. That's a good ball down the line. Neto, go on, shoot. Good luck. Good luck. Unlucky. He's made a glass, Marcellus. Charlie. Oh. Wolves playing it out from the back. I know, Kev. I do know, mate. Here's Dendonka. He's had a good game. He's hungry for another. Good ball into Traore. Now, here's Marcel. No, Jose out to Neto. They've switched sides. Overlap. No cross coming in, surely. No. Took too long. Took too long. Here's Neto. Semedo. Dendoncker. Dendoncker again. Cross blocked. Oh, here they go again. Well done, Dendoncker. Does well there. I'm dizzy. We've had 3 good seasons up until this season, and we've had a lot of injuries. So when we were 6 before, we had all the injuries. So get grip, mate. Well, that not fouling Lingard would be a professional foul. But what you've seen the West Ham 2 defenders, Paul was saying, took 2 yellows for their team. Possibly Wolves should have took 1 up there. The 3rd goal should never have happened. Semedo out to Neto. He's going to cross this in. It's a good ball. Oh, unlucky.
Celebrating, but he would have had a good idea this was going to be disallowed. Handball.
Yes, 100% handball.
Size new, Semedo new. Most things have got his way this season.
Glenn, you have to say, I know you go on about Jose, but when he came, we hadn't won in ages, and he's come in, he hasn't scored, but results did improve because he was brought in to sort of hold the ball up a lot bit better, and he's done that. Doesn't score, but we have got better results, so you can argue it's worked for us. But as in terms of signing him for next year, you want to see goals, don't you? He does hold the ball up. He's quite strong, but he needs to be scoring goals. %. Wolves are definitely one of the teams that's been affected. Free kick. Nori, very positive. No, that's fair enough, Glenn. I mean, I'm not saying I rate him to the point whereas at this point in time I'd be spending £17 million on him. But I do think he has came in and done a job that we needed doing. And that's borne out by the results. But he does need to score goals, add goals to him. KBM Yo-Yo, you won't be. I can't show you the match because it's against the law to illegally stream, mate. Here's a free kick. Is it Neves? Come on, mate. About time we saw a Neves wonder. Oh, good idea. Execution, not so good. Right, you're gone, mate. You're just rude. You're using language like that. It's a red card. Cheerio, Dizzy. Silly boy. Fair enough, Robert.
Really destined to get the full distance tonight. Trey always tries look in the middle. He's gone over to the left now. So Johnson, for the moment, might have him to deal with.
I'll tell you what, we need to get this goal sooner rather than later to give ourselves any chance. We haven't really created anything. Probably, Josh. We need that goal. Get the next goal. Really be interested to see what would happen then. We need to get that goal. Oh, that's poor. Neto. Drifting is the word, Josh, absolutely. Exactly, Kev.
Here's Cody. One-time show will take place on the pitch.
Really need to get a goal soon. Come on. It's Fabio Silva and the Ducks. He's gone up to Silva from... That's a great finish. Oh, my word. Crikey, O'Reilly. It's a great ball over the top. Fabio Silva brings it down. And that's why they've paid 35 million for him. He makes the runs. He makes the runs that Jose doesn't. He's brought that down. And that finish is bottom corner. Unbelievable. Two, three. Can you believe it? And guys, just luckily I didn't see it. I've just gone back. Don't shout out before it happens because it spoils it for me. Luckily, I was looking away and I've gone back and I've seen that some of you have shouted out before it's happened. If you're ahead of me, please don't shout it out because you won't, just don't. Oh, yeah. Hold on. We need one of these. Let's go! There we go. Fabio Silva. And Paul's panicking now. Oh, Carl rubbed the Ducks as well. And Elvis, come on, Elvis, we need you. We need Elvis. If you've got the Elvis emoji and the duck emojis, put them out now. Come on. There they go. The Ducks and Elvis. Get them all out. Come on. Elliot, I'm talking to you, Elliot Jones. Do not shout the action out before I see it, because otherwise I'm going to have to put you out the chat, and I don't want to do that. Okay, because otherwise, if you're ahead of me, just pause your stream, but don't shout out before I see it. Here come all the Ducks, the Elvises. That's it. Bring them all out, guys. Let's go for this. 2, 3. Let's do it, Arsenal. I can't believe this. 3-2 now. She's going exactly as Paul said. I said it'd be good to get to last 15 minutes at 3-2. Who can see what's going to happen? But now West Ham have got to be thinking to themselves, oh dear, is it going to happen again? Psychologically, and Wolves, psychologically, can I mean, who said about the Leicester 4-3? Come on. That's a great finish from Fabio Silva. That's answered a few of the critics. That has. The way he brought that down and the finish was amazing. Fabio Silva, that's going to give him so much. That is a proper goal. How can you get the Ducks emoji? Get the memberships. Robert, you get it with the memberships, the different 4 levels I talked to about. So you go on the memberships tab or the join button, and you can join and become a member, and you get a lot of other benefits as well, private members group and stuff like that too if you want. But there's 8 emojis at the moment. There will be another one if you join. There'll be another one because I'm allowed another emoji after that. But you've got the Ducks emoji. We've got Raoul mask as well. Welcome, Robert. I hope you choose to join the memberships. That'd be amazing. And then you can come and talk in between games in the group as well. Stephen, meal time to show his talent. Well, I'll tell you what, 45 minutes. He's only been getting like 15, hasn't he, recently? That is going to give him confidence. Wolves have now got to go on and get something out of this game now. A point would be amazing. What you don't want to do is let West Ham score. Antonio going off was big for us. A little less conversation, a little more action. Elvis, love it. Hey, Chris. Bettina for Jose, yeah, be good. I'll tell you what, we do look in a back four better in terms of going forward. And if we can get that right and get the central defenders into place for the summer, you know, then it could look great going for next season. Minutes, Alfando, we are on the 74th minute. Carl, take a point, absolutely. Take a point from 3-0 down, be amazing. Saman, fair comment, that is. If they do have to be in 3-0 up again, they probably will be blowing their chances of top four. 74 minutes on the clock. I wonder if Paul's on the edge of his streets like most of us Wolves fans. Coming into the last 15 games, doesn't matter what the score is, we're like this, on the edge of our seats, stressed. I can imagine that any West Ham fan at the moment are going to be really worried right now. Starting to get nervous, and that's got to be the same for the West Ham players. Josh said he had a feeling Fabio would score. What's the odds? You know, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Come on. Paul says literally. So I am right. He's still with us, watching along. At the moment, mate, he's going exactly like you said. Paul, 3-2. Nervy end of the game. That's great play from Neto. Semedo. Wolves throwing. Should have put a bet on, yeah. You never know what could happen. Saying that to Kev. Keep the faith. We've got Jimmy shouting for Wolves. Of course, shouting for Wolves. This is a rarity. I'll tell you what, we're moving the ball about nicely. We're looking hungry. We believe. Wolves are chasing down. Hungry for the ball. Eki, I'm a lot happier, but we're still losing. That's great play again. Picked off. That was a great goal from Fabio Silva, you've got to say. Easy for... We need to get something from this now, we do. We just... On the balance of play, we probably do deserve it. I'm going to give Elvis another rub then. Gary played today. Tennis. Fatina's a big opportunity for him as well to show. He is calm on the ball. I do like him. I think he's probably going to be with us next season. It looks like that loan could be becoming permanent. There's rumours it's already been triggered. He's going to be a big player in the future. PK, I've told you, stop doing that, shouting out before. Just resist that temptation to type. Keith, the Ghostman has had words with Jim and he agrees Dave does not want to be haunted by him. It was a great, mature finish from Fabio. Westlife is here. What's that song? I can't think. Neto get his shooting boots back on, absolutely. He snatched at it. Right, that's good from Sais.
The last 15 minutes now. Their task with patience as well as throwing football. A lot of young players here that will only get better. Back in the team.
PK, I'm going to have to warn you because I'm going to have to put you in a timeout if you keep going ahead, and I don't really don't want to do that. Just wait till I've got to it. Thrown out. Thanks. Just wait 20 seconds. Mexico wants to send Raul Jimenez with the Olympic team. What do you think, Dave? Should Wolves allow it? No. Not unless he's played for Wolves and he's fit. Definitely not. If he's played for Wolves and Nuno says it's okay, then yeah. But he's got to get back in the Wolves team first. They're not going to risk him going to playing at Olympics, which isn't that important really. Unless he's proven that he's match fit. LA Wolves got Elvis out. Carl's got the Ducks out. Come on. Been 2-0 up. Had we had a defence, fair comment. We've been better. The defence have been much happier since Antonio's gone off. Lingard's had less of an impact as well. Can you imagine if it's 4-3 at the end to Wolves? That would be unreal. I've done that already, Eugene. They're there, along with the Raul mask. 10 minutes to go. We need to step up the pace. West Ham still hoping to hang on to this lead. Josh, I really hope not. I think he will come back from it. I hope so, because I'm absolutely heartbroken for Johnny Otto. Really am. I mean, that means he's obviously out the Euros for Spain as well. Ruben Neves' wonder goal would be absolutely fantastic. I'll give the Ducks another rub. Come on. Lots of time wasting. Rub-a-dub-duck and Elvis. They're all four in play. Come on. Carl's got the Elvis out. Come on, Elvis Duck. There's a couple of minutes added on there at the end. We need to get the ball moving forward. We need to make it difficult for West Ham now. We need to put them on a lot of pressure.
West Ham in these closing moments in these circumstances. A long 10 minutes or so from the West Ham perspective. Back and running. Cody. Semedo. Molineux.
Happy birthday this week for you, Joshua. Well done, got back there. Yeah, Chelsea fan, come on, Wolves. That's course. Big result for Chelsea. Wolves can take 2 points off West Ham now. Here's Semedo, out to Neto. Neto's crossing it in. Oh, another good ball. Unlucky. Good thinking. Well, yeah, I mean, Fabio's come on and scored a great goal tonight, which is brilliant. I feel positive about next season, as long as we have a good summer. Game's died a little bit. You ain't wrong. Six minutes to go. COVID put a big impact yet. Callum, don't be daft. You don't want to get kicked out, do you?
Tonight, if they can keep this lead, but it looks a fragile one at the moment.
98 years. Oh, yes, 1923-24 season, that's correct. In the league.
Using it, Lingard.
Arch, just tone it down, man. You don't mind you coming on and stuff like that, but you're going down, so don't give it the big eye on, because you're probably almost certainly going back down to the Championship, and we won't see you probably for about 5 seasons. Neves in the cut in with the yellow. Free kick to West Ham. Is it an in swinger or an out swinger? Well defended. It's drifting away, this game is at the moment. The last 10 minutes, we've not really caused some trouble. We need to have a go. We need to move the ball faster. Come on now, lads. 4 minutes to go. Come on. I've put Xavier in a timeout because he's been an idiot. It's like, crikey. It's like, wants attention. Got a yellow card. Shouting out scores and stuff like that. Crikey, you know, what's the point? I'm starting to get a little bit flat now. I've got to tell you, I just want to feel like that we're pushing, and we're kind of not. Oh, game's flat. The Dharma created the first goal. Arch, thank you very much. Jolly good, mate. All the best. Jared, yes, I did, but let's not talk about that. We're watching the game. I think, as I say, Gary, I think it's a lot to do with what happens in the summer and the window that we have and who we keep and who goes and who we bring in. Gone very flat. Yeah. We're running out of time and we need to start looking at creating something. Thanks, Harry. Thanks, Josh. They're seeing out the game, yeah. This is going exactly like what Paul said at half-time. 3-2. West Ham fans everywhere, nervous. West Ham are going to just try and see the game out now. Wolves. Vittina's done well there again. Wolves pushing. This is better. Semedo, make sure you do something with it. Going backwards. We're not going anywhere. We're going nowhere. That's a poor ball. Knocked forward, easily dealt with. West Ham win the ball. Wolves win it back. Chance here with West Ham a bit short on numbers in midfield. Do something with it, move it. Going backwards again. We need to get it forward. 89th minute. We're just passing in front of West Ham. We're just defending now. Holding on. West Ham just sitting in formation, just defending. Wolves probing. Looking for an opening. Need to do something. That's good play. Traore get the cross in now. Cross coming in. Easily defended. Cut out. Neves. Oh. Was going for one there. How many minutes are there going to be? 4. Justin, I would not sell Neto for 60 million or any money. His value is only going to keep going up. He's just going to keep his value. He's a young lad. His value is going to keep going up. It makes no sense to sell him. It just basically, we sell Neto. We've got no ambition. Of course, I watch cricket. We're not even bothered about Liverpool, James, right now. Liverpool champions last year, struggling to make Europe this year. Held back. How should I know, Joshua? Three minutes to go. Still 3-2 to West Ham. Ball in. Headed forward, headed back. West Ham hack it out. West Ham win the ball back, but Wolves Wolves win the ball. Traore's got it. Go on, Traore. Knocks it in. Go on, Traore. Blocked. West Ham on a break. They'll just run it into the corner. They're just going to run it into the corner, try and keep possession. Two minutes. Last minute Nuno time goal. Come on. Can you start to put your man of the match and your overall ratings in the in the descriptions. Let's see what you're thinking.
Good work for West Ham again.
He's gone away now. He's had a yellow card. No, he's gone away. Poor James.
Looking for time wasting, but there is now. Desperately need to get it forward across.
7.59 Silva. It's Silva with an A. So we're now 93 minutes. Lingard booked. 6 Fabio Silva for a goal. Jared, stop. You know, Jared, I'm pointing you out for that. Corner.
You said one more chance, Alan, didn't you? This could be it for Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Come on.
3-0 down.
Poor corner.
2-3-2. Lingard certainly finding.
Get the ball in.
All eyes on the referee.
Get the ball in the box.
Might well be that for Wolves.
Looks like we're going to lose.
I think so. Hopefully it is just cramp.
Probably about a minute added on.
Two faces of West Ham. Brilliant football for half an hour.
Probably about a minute added on for time wasting.
In that respect. It looks as though they're going to hold the balance of power to the final whistle, or are they? Get the ball back now. Owen was late. And that is it.
There's the full-time whistle, exactly as Paul predicted. Exactly as Paul predicted. 2 out of 10 defenders been awful. Guys, conceding first again. We fought back, run out of steam at the end, I think. West Ham a good side. But if you want to get on extra time tomorrow night, make sure you message the Always Wolves Facebook page. Get on extra time tomorrow night. Let's talk about how it is. Hopefully a few of you will choose to do that. Thanks for saying your comments about the stream. Really appreciate it. It's just, I mean, I feel better that I feel pleased for Fabio Silva. I thought we looked better when Antonio went off. I'll have my match reaction coming on shortly after this. West Ham, congratulations to them. They go into the top 4. Difficult night tonight for a lot of reasons. And I'll give you my man of the match after I finish my stream. But I really am grateful. Yeah, Paul, cheers, chat tomorrow. West Ham managed it well enough. Maybe Wolves a little leggy at the break. Yep, could have been said. And you have to say fair play to West Ham. They've had a great season, top 4. If we'd have got the draw, you know, it would have been probably over all the shots, but we didn't have anything in the last 15-20 minutes, really. 4 at the back, lost to sit, says Merv. Fair comment. And hopefully see a lot of you on extra time. And look out for my match reaction, which will be up in the next half an hour as well. Interesting to see the stats. PK defence needed swap. Thanks, Dave. Class, as always, appreciate it. Cheers for the stream, Carl. Welcome. And yeah, again, if you've enjoyed it, please smash a like on the video. Consider subscribing, and hope 1 or 2 of you will end up joining the memberships as well. That would be amazing. Just be a fantastic. Justin, cheers. Take care. Smiga, not a defender. Jedi, Paul, 5 out of 10. for him. Bye. Cheers. Right, guys, there you go. The stream is done. Look out for my reaction coming out in the next half an hour. Extra time, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Don't miss that. And then the international fan reaction will be out after that as well. And then we're going to start looking ahead to the Fulham game on Friday, doing it all over again. So, yeah, it's ended up Wolves 2, West Ham 3. And I say the reaction will come out. But thanks so much for joining. As ever, always Wolves.